Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back once again to Final Fantasy VI, where we are on our way to Vector to rescue the Espers from the Magitech Research Facility. After a bit of a detour. So, off-screen, you can actually see here, where is it? So this is the file that I loaded, right here. Excuse me, this is the file that I ended on last time. This is the file I loaded. So what I did was I went to Zozo, and I did some stealing. Specifically, I stole 2 Gigas gloves from the Hill Gigases. The reason I did that is because I wanted to make sure that my advice... I was going to do the stealing either way because I needed the money to... the next section in the Magitech Research Facility is pretty rough. So I wanted to have at least 50 Phoenix Downs and 50 High Potions. And then when I got that number, I just dumped the rest into Phoenix Downs. But I wanted to make sure that my advice of not bothering to steal from the Hill Gigas is, unless you need more Gigas gloves, it was good advice. Like, so, it is. Steal from the Harvesters. Even if you're doing a normal playthrough of the game and you just want money, stealing from the Harvesters is better because the Silver Spectacles are really easy to steal. They sell, you know, a little bit of money, so but they're consistent, and occasionally you get the Dragoon Boots, and you can get what's going? Hold on. Is my down button not working? Hold on. Nope. There we go. Okay. That was harder than it needed to be. So, my recommendation is to still go for the Harvesters, as opposed to the Hill Gigases. If you do want to steal from the Hill Gigases, just Noise Blaster them, and spam steal until you get the item. You know, that's it. So I am going back to the Veldt currently. To get, what is it, it's 3 rages? These 3 rages are for this upcoming section. I am going for the... It's not the Actinian. Green Form, Aspirin, and Veldt. So those are the 3 that I want. The reason is, of course, that and Green Form is useful in a couple of spots with the Aqua Breath. Aspirin is just good all around. Because I mentioned before, it's slightly weaker than an August spell. And the reason I'm getting Veldt is because it has Blizzara. I'm getting it from one specific boss. I could have gotten a different one instead. Like, so I could have, like, already gotten it, but I was coming back here anyway, so I opted to get the Superior Veldt. The rage I'm talking about, I don't remember the name. It's the ghost monster that appears when you trip the security alarm when you're going back into Narsh in Terrace scenario. That one also has Blizzara. It's just that it doesn't have Veldt doesn't have the weaknesses that it has. It probably doesn't matter. I'm going to use Veldt for exactly one battle, but you know. So I actually beat the game like 2 whole times before I like realized you could make this loop again, and it wasn't something I discovered on my own. It was something I discovered. So like somebody else told me, "Hey, did you know you can go back to the Veldt before you get the airship?" And I was like, "No, I didn't know that." But like back then, I never used Gao, so it didn't really matter. So we just want to Rage Bomb. Steel and Noise Blaster. Yeah, you just want to basically just do this. Noise Blaster and Rage Bomb. Everything's good. We'll go straight. Forget which path is the fastest. I think it's straight, but I never can remember. Get a little bit of extra money from the lesser Loproses. I don't know why Edgar took so long to hit them with that. Hit them with the confuse, Edgar. Keep them confused. Because if I get fireballed, it's game over. So I do have the random encounters turned off currently. Unfortunately, it doesn't affect the Leith River. And it doesn't affect the Serpent Trench either. It is a bit of a shame, but that is how it is. There's really not much to talk about in these sections. We've already seen these encounters. Same general strategy applies, except now we have Gal. And yeah, that's basically it. So I am making this trip on screen because I was unaware of it, so I figured it might as well demonstrate the full loop in case you have never done it before or were unaware of it. It's not like difficult to do. You basically just got to know that you could hop back on the Leith River, and you take the Leith River back. And you take the Leith River around, and there you go. Left. You can do the up, like the infinite loop anytime in the World of Balance, which I also didn't know. I thought that the only time you could do that was originally was when you had Bannon in the group. But the downside of doing it like now is you don't have infinite free healing because Bannon is not in your group. But you know, whatever. Still probably not worth it. Even after you get Espers, you would be able to... In the World of Balance, you would be able to run everybody through this except for Shadow. So Shadow would get left out on any Esper growths. But like, if you want to do this, your best bet is to wait till the very end and then do probably 2 characters at once. Like, just do 2 characters, and that way you can have your pick of the Espers. Because there are some Espers at the end of the Magitech Research Facility that we can get, and then of course there's a few Espers that you can get as side quests. So I still probably wouldn't do it. That would require leaving the game running like on overnight multiple times. Recovery Spring. So, I guess I'll ask for some feedback. Have you guys been enjoying the 1-hour videos as opposed to just me splitting up into 20, 30-minute chunks? Like, my personal, like, viewing habits have shifted a little bit where I'll sit down and, like, watch an hour-long video if I can get it. As opposed to watching, like, multiple, you know, 20-minute videos. I don't know. I'm just more into the long-form content. Anyway, I came prepared this time. Boom. Anyway, just let me know if you like the hour-long format or if you prefer the 20, 20, 25 to 30-minute videos. Let's see. Abilities. Gao. Rage. So I went for Veldt, which is Blazara. Aspirin, which is Gigavolt, I want to say. And Aguiform, which is Water Breath. So yeah, I've pretty much just decided I'm never gonna like make you watch me do the Veldt. I demonstrated the Veldt the one time, and we're good there. Like, we don't need to see it again. The Veldt can be pretty tedious. Right, so for these underwater encounters, we want to, let's see, do Flash. We want to Rage Bomb because fire and steel. We get a couple of extra free high potions out here from the Actinians. Pretty good. You can run from these encounters, by the way. You don't have to fight them. But because of the way running works in this game, I don't know. It's just more tedious and I don't like it. Okay, good. So this right here is the encounter that I was looking for, and I got on the Veldt, because it has both the Aspirin and... Really? Well, let's go ahead and, I guess, revive him. It's fine. I was going to say, I'm going to use this chance when I get to this cave to heal everybody back up with my cure spell, but, you know, time makes fools of us all. Like I said, there's not much to say here because, you know, we've done this before. Now we have Edgar. I will say that the Noise Blaster is significantly... I don't think anything down here could be confused. I could be wrong, and maybe one of the encounters can be confused, but I'm pretty sure none of them can. So I just used the flash down here. I could be telling you wrong here, though. We're just going to run through this real quick. So once again, who installed this button? Who installed this door down here? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. It was Merman. So you can see the whole trip takes about 15 minutes. On this version of the game, probably takes 20, 25 minutes on the other versions, just because you have the additional random encounters. So we're in Nicaea again, and take the boat to South Figaro. We get to watch a little cutscene where they stick us in a treasure chest to sneak us outside the boundaries of South Figaro, because remember, it is under Imperial occupation. I'm trying to think if this is the only Final Fantasy game where you don't get a ship. because let's see, because you get a ship in 1, you get a ship in 2, you get a ship in 3, you get a ship. You don't get a boat in 4, do you? Okay, so you don't get a boat in 4. You do get a boat in 5. You don't get a boat in 6. You get a boat in 7. The Tiny Bronco is a boat. I don't care what you say. You get a boat in 8. Belong Garden. Do you get a boat? You do get a boat in 9, don't you? I'm pretty sure you get a boat in 9 that you can drive. It's been a long time since I played 9. But anyway, so did the whole thing. You don't even really get an airship in 10. You just get a list you can pick from that they tell you is an airship. So until Final Fantasy, which from 1 through 9, it's 4 and 6, you don't get a drivable boat. So that's pretty uncommon. Alright, let's go back over here to Figaro. While we have Edgar in the party, I'm going to dump all of the items that I picked up. Because I picked up, I think, a couple of knives and stuff like that. So let's see. Maybe I didn't. I don't need that. I'll sell that. So I can replace that one Phoenix down I used. Alright, that's fine. So what do I do next? I think I have to go trip a plot flag in Jador. Yes. I have to go into the rich man's house. I'm actually not 100% sure what directs you to come here and go to Jador. There might be an NPC in Locke's hometown or Jador that tells you. I mean, Jador is, in my opinion, if you've played any RPGs, Jador is a good guess of where you would need to go next. Because yeah, the only way to reach the Empire now is by air. You need an airship. So it's open. Okay, no, the auction is still off, so you can't get the espers here yet. But there's no scenes or anything in this town until you get to this point, so I think it's a pretty safe bet to kind of come here first, you know. Also, you've kind of been to every town up until now, so I think it's kind of like a good guess to try searching either the Jador or Locke's hometown for a solution. And Jador is right on the way, so I don't think it's out of line. there's only so many places you can go. I guess if you went, I think if you go down to the Opera House, they tell you that the Impresario is in Jador, now that I think about it, and this would be like the last place on the world map that you haven't been to that's not on the Vector continent. So yeah, no, that makes sense. Older RPGs like this do require a little bit of what is the word I'm looking for here? A little intuition on the part of the player, I think. Alright, so we're going to do the opera sing here. There's not much to say about this whole section. This is not a story playthrough. This is a challenge run I have mentioned before, so, you know. We're just gonna get through this section as quickly as possible. Watch the opera scene. Hope it doesn't crash on us. I don't know why she's singing the Knight's lines, why she's not singing Maria's lines. But, you know, whatever. And then Ultros comes back. But nobody noticed. Nobody noticed because he is a bad octopus. So, when I was doing my test play, this section of the game crashed on me twice. But, yeah. I do kind of have the opinion that this section of the game is not as impactful as people seem to think it is. But that's partly because I didn't play this during my childhood. First time I played this game was during the anthology release. So I would have been a teenager. I'd already played when did Anthology come out? Was it it was after Chrono Cross, because I'm pretty sure I played Chrono Cross first. But, you know, I'd played like Final Fantasy 7 and 8 and probably Chrono Cross before I played Final Fantasy 6. Breath of Fire 3. So, like, the opera scene as presented in the original game was kind of quaint to me by that time. It was, to be honest, it's really just kind of boring. But this version of it is really cool. You know, when it doesn't crash. This was made by the people who did this particular section of the game was made by the Octopath Traveler people. Which I have still yet to play. I have played some of Octopath Traveler 2 though. The reason I haven't played Octopath Traveler is I bought it for my Switch. And I switched the game out for another game. I don't even remember what game. So I took it out of my Switch. And then I set it on my bed and put the game because I had to get up and go get the game case. So I set it on the bed, went up and grabbed the, got the Octopath Traveler game case to put the game up. And when I came back, I couldn't find the game. And that stayed lost for like 2 years. No longer, because that was like 20. That was the year of the release, and I found it like 2 years ago. So it was missing for years. And I'd moved on to other things. So I have Octopath Traveler on my Switch. I just haven't played it. I have played some. I have played part of Throne's scenario in Octopath Traveler 2. Yes, oh my hero, beloved, blah 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 blah. I have it written here what I have to say. And yeah, you don't have to worry about scene 2. This is fine. I do wonder who they got to play as Maria's singing voice. Or not Maria, but I guess technically Maria. But Celeste's singing voice here. So this part of the game is like really, I actually really dig like the aesthetic, the 3D pixel quote unquote aesthetic here. It so I think like the Octopath Traveler game looks really good. I froze up there for a second there. Like I almost picked the wrong one. But I really like. I think that the Live a Live remake was amazing, and I am looking forward to the Dragon Quest III remake in this style. I hope they continue to do more. I know people that think it's ugly, but I disagree. This looks a little not as good as like their standard fare, but like they were using the Final Fantasy VI tile set here so that it kind of makes sense that it looks kind of like a Minecraft construction. And you do have to, like, do the quick time events here. If you fail, then yeah. You can't look away during this section. But it's just those 3 lines plus a few A button presses. Poke myself in the eye. It really does look like a Minecraft construction now that I've said that. Like it looks like it's made out of cobblestone and gray brick. Half stone, like the half steps to make the crenellations there. Steel doors. But again, it's because they were working with the Final Fantasy VI tile set versus the tile sets that they generally make stuff are like way better. Like if you haven't played the Live a Live remake, I highly suggest it. I'm a big fan of that game. know a lot of people were like upset that this, like the Pixel Remaster wasn't this the entire way through at the time, but personally I think this is perfectly fine and acceptable. Big fan of the Pixel Remasters. I would really like them to do Pixel Remasters of all their properties. Because I feel like this is, like, this as a product is just enough effort to justify its existence, but not so much effort that they had to, that it's, like, too expensive to make. I think this is a really good, like, middle ground on the whole remaster / remake thing. So this scene right here is where it kept crashing on me. Like the terrain would despawn. Then just froze, and they never started singing.
You would address my queen to be Maria. You have Maria's hand. I would die before that day comes. Then it's a duel.
I really like the delivery of "then it's a duel." It's really good. It's good. It's good, man. So we're at 32 minutes, and it's gonna take me 5 minutes to push this thing. Alright, so first thing we want to do is put lock back up front. It doesn't matter who's up front, but this is lock scene, darn it. Lower the switch on the far right. And there is plenty of time to get through here. I am going to quick save, just in case. Because I'm probably going to hit every rat on the way here. Gonna have you defend, flash, and we're going to rage. Unfortunately, lock is not very useful. These rats like to just get in the way. But I should have plenty of time. We are going to attack them. And they're beating me up. Potion. Good job. Perfect. Heal. Got these potions. Let's use them first. Hopefully I can avoid that one down there. should have plenty of time here. Yeah, but the rats, they just tend to get all in the way. Alright. We're going to heal up. Thought I had one more potion. Okay. Quick save. You might notice that Gao is blinded. That is because a spirit has innate blind status. It's not a big deal. Gao's physical attack will only do like 50 points of damage, so... Alright, so boss battle here. Ultros 2. The way this boss battle works is there are multiple instances of the same boss that are hidden on the screen. One of them is up at each individual time. You have to do 2550 damage to a single instance of the boss. So that's why this boss will seem like it takes a lot of punishment, because they each one has its own HP pool, and you have to end the fight. You have to, you know, do damage to, like, you have to kill one of them, and it ends the fight. Thankfully for us, they are all weak to lightning. So we are going to use drill and a spirit. Drill probably won't do too much damage. Good solid 300. But we want them gigavolts. And we don't want that to happen. If that happens, use a Phoenix down and start raging again. Potion. Lock's pretty useless in this battle. It's basically the Gao show with special guest star Edgar. So this is a different, and each one of them has a different attack set. Okay, well, that happened. Fine. Also fine. If I can... Okay, well... Gao, get him, Gao. Come on, come on, come on. There you go. That should be enough. Award it again. And of course, he changes her clothes. For some reason. Part 2, unfortunately, will never happen. Although it might have. They might have, like, just recast the parts, use, like, actual Maria, who you never see. Well, that's a little, It's a little disconcerting that there are 2 known sex pests in the party. But this is the world we live in. Actually, calling Edgar a sex pest is kind of... He just hits on, like, women. And, like, in, like, the older, like, Super Nintendo translation, he also hits on Realm. But in the newer translations, he doesn't hit on Realm. So, you know, there's that. So everybody's in the party. Get Setzer on our side. One of the things that I really like doing is I think bringing Edgar for this scene is correct because Celeste uses his trick coin to win this coin flip here. I forget if Sabin has extra lines. I think he might, actually. Like, if you bring Sabin, I think Sabin has extra lines. Basically, something along the lines of, did you, is that the coin you used when we decided who was king? My life's a chip in your pile, ante-up is a really good line, by the way. Final Fantasy has some really good lines. I think my favorite line in the entire series is in Final Fantasy 15 when the party confronts the final boss. I'm not going to tell you what it is in case you haven't played it, but it's probably the most raw line in all of Final Fantasy. It's great. So anyway, this is why I did the shopping and got the rages before I did the opera scene, because they don't give you the option to leave. You are stuck on the Vector continent, I'm fairly certain. I mean, there are plenty of shops, and there's actually, it's not a decent way to make money, but there is a way to make money if you need money on the Vector continent as well. There's a monster called the Wyvern. I want to say that's what they are. They're called the Wyvern. Their rare steel is Dragoon Boots. Their common steel, I want to say, is a high potion. Let me, like, verify that you actually can't leave. I'm fairly certain you can't, but I do want to make sure. Where is... There he is. He's over there. I think he just tells you he'll wait here. But maybe you can leave and I'm mistaken. Yeah, no. Yeah, you can't leave. You're stuck here. There's a special, like... What is the word I'm looking for? There's a special anxiety when it comes to, like, you're recording something, and you just start to second guess all knowledge you have of a thing. Albrook. There's 2 items in Fortress, so I want to get the items in here. I'm good on purchasables for now. I do want to buy some relics. Let's go do that. There's also some chests we can grab. Let's see. Nothing here worth grabbing. I think these are both empty. Let's see, twist headbands, priest miters. The green berets are better, but the priest miters are interesting because they raise your max MP, so that might be something worth getting at a later stage in the game for Strago. I never had to use it, but it might be because I found the extra like 10 or 15 hit points that he got much more useful than having extra. Okay, they do some here. Alright, so I need 2 reflection rings for a total of 3. And to get those, we are going to sell the Hyperists. Need those. And we're going to sell. We're going to keep the Ethers for now. I'm going to sell Burning Fist. Boom. I never can remember where the items are in this place. Elixir. There's like 2 more items, and I don't really know where they're at. Let me try to find them real quick. There's one. Where's that last item? Is it at the end? No. It might be on the dock. Not sure. Excuse me. Alright, so I have 1,000 gil. There's no reason for me to go to any of these. I guess I could turn the encounters on. There's no reason for me to go to any of these towns at this point. Let's see, Dawn's. Rage Spearman. Runic. Not Runic attack, or attack. Yeah, Gigavolt is Giga Great. Let's see, is there anything I want? Oh, yes. I need to go into here. We are going to quick save first because it can be a problem. I want to meet the Lit War Chicken. Okay. That's good. Unfortunately, Quake here is... So Quake is an interesting move. It's a very... You can, if you go get the Hill Gigas, you can get Magnitude 8, which is a Earth Elemental attack that only hits the enemy side. Quake hits everything on the field and is much more powerful than Magnitude 8. But, yeah. Thankfully, Gao has the ability to... float. Otherwise, I would have died there, but I kind of expected everybody to die. Lit War Chicken is a very powerful, kind of, sort of non-elemental, but not really, option that I'm going to use in a couple of battles. Make sure that I don't want to get anything else. 2 Reflect Rings, Lit War Chicken, for a total of 3. Or if you get desperate for money, you can still Dragoon Boots. Yeah, those Wyverns, those guys that look like the lesser low purposes, you can steal Dragoon's Boots from them. That is a very... to me, that's like a desperation move for money. It's super rare and not worth it. Let's see, I want... Just verify my equipment. Hermes Sandals and Hermes Sandals. Let's see. The reason I have the Hermes Sandals equipped on the 2 of them because I want them to go first. It's very important that Edgar gets fast turns because I'm going to be abusing the Noise Blaster in every encounter while we're in here. Come into Vector here. Let's see. There is a shop in here. They don't really sell anything interesting. And there is an inn we can go to. I want to... Oh, I have a dried meat. I'll use that. So I was going to say, I could have sworn... could have sworn that I had a potion left. That's fine. And free heal. Boom. Definitely wanted to get that going. We're going to go outside of Vector here, and we are going to call it quits for this evening. And save here. And I'll see you guys next time on Final Fantasy VI, where we're going to go to the Magitech Research Facility. And we're going to experience pain.